Hi everyone, welcome back to Best Laid Plans, and this week we are going to be kickstarting our March planner spreads, and I am going to start with this Plan With Me for the Currently page. One thing I like to do when I kind of revisit my previous year's plans is see where there might be a month where I felt I was not as astute with planning and then be extra astute that next year. So this year, March was that month from last year where I just felt like things fell apart and I was scrambling by the end of the month to get things back together. I do not want to do that. There's too much going on. As you can see, this is my little notes for all the things I need to write into my Currently page and just a whole bunch of notes for my monthly spread as well. But we're going to start with the Currently page, and I have my pen ready. This is a new pen I just got from Vila Beautiful as part of their sale, and I think it's gorgeous and matches, so I have that here. I have one roll of washi, and I decided to go with this gold and beige and pale sage green washi from Simply Gilded, and this is from their mushroom collection. I just think it's very understated and will go well with this and add that pop of green that I want for March. And then we are going to be using a journal stickers kit from Sammy Lynn Planning. I will find the name of this kit and I'll put it in the description when I list her shop info. But the reason I went with this one is it has that kind of green, the green and purple that I wanted. I wanted something that was kind of like Blooming Heather, because that's my name, but also the green and the ancient ruins and just something that felt very mystical. And I wanted that because we have this beautiful divider that says live a life of endless wonder, and it is purple. So I wanted to bring those pops of green in with that purple. So this is the kit we're using, and here is my Currently. This is just what it looks like. I have the new layout for that. I really do love this layout. So I am going to go ahead and we're going to get started with our washi tape. So I'm going to keep this really simple, and I'm just going to add washi along the bottom, right underneath where the dates are. And then I also want to add washi separating this section here. And some of you may notice I don't have like a cutting board or anything, and that is because I have, I just don't tend to puncture through things. When you see me using this, I'm pressing very gently. It does not take a lot of strength to do that. And I bought this desk to be like, just take the brunt. But if you really love your desk, you might want to consider getting like a little foam pad for if you're like cutting with a washi cutter. And I think I would also like to have this maybe running up here. And you will see me when I do this always trim this little section if it goes like over into where the disc is, because I hate repunching. Some people have great punches and they are like super good at it and they'll just put everything on the spine and then punch it. I guarantee you if I did that, I would have like my disc holes completely messed up. I am not that coordinated. I know my limits. So I just tend to use my like washi cutter to make sure that those spaces are taken care of. So that is the washi all down. And now I want to get into our decoration. And what I like to do is look at where she has these little corner rips. And by the way, if you're ever doing this and you want a similar effect, you don't have to use a pre-purchase kit. Something I've done in the past, you've seen me do, is take like an image from a magazine or a picture from, say, like scrapbook paper and use that and just tear it. And you can do the same effect. So I'm going to use this corner piece here. And I'm going to put that right here. And I am going to make sure I'm not covering these dates up. So I'm going to take these next because this one's going this way. And I'm just going to have that here. And then I have this here. And just have like kind of separated sections that way. Then I want to take this and have that here. And what I'm basically going to do in this area is make a little collage. So I really love this image here that's like, oops. These old ruins. And then this woman who is walking in them in her beautiful Gothic cloak and velvet dress here. And then and again, I'm probably not going to use all of these. I'll save some of them, but I do want to include a few, especially the ones that have the bright green. So I'm going to take this kind of like cathedral looking one. And I'm going to add that up here. And I want to put this down here. And I like this here. Put right here. And then she has these little hearts that I think would really work well overlaying with my boxes I'm going to use. And I did pull the Jewel Tone Boxes Happy Planner book because I really wanted to match these shades of green and purple, and I knew that would. So that's what I have there. Before I do that, I do have one more deco sticker I wanted to add because I just really like it. And hold on, I did want to add this here. This is a resilience quote from Stick with Katie, and it says, "I am the author of my story." It really resonated with me, and I want to include it right here. So there is our little layered collage, and that is what I'm going to use from this, and then I'm saving these for doing like overlaps. So we're going to put that aside, and now I think we are at the point where I am ready to add boxes and start my little sections. How I'm going to arrange this is meetings, like schedules, things that I know are going to come up, but I may not have specific dates or that may change, as well as things that are like firmly in place. So I want to do a mix of the green and the purple. So I'm going to go into here and just go to the green first and just start pulling stickers and putting them down. So I have all of my boxes laid out now, and I did decide that I wanted to keep the green and the purple a little more color block to make the colors pop. So I've got purple on the bottom, but I am now going to take my remaining of these, and I do have these like hearts and stars for blocking stuff, and I wanted to put those over the boxes just like so. Okay, so I am going to keep the rest of these to use somewhere else. So they'll go back in my supplies. But at this point, we are really ready for the after the pen. And I am going to write in over here where these 3 stars are, my paydays for this month, which are the 1st, 15th, and 29th, because it is a 3 paycheck month. And then kind of as I do this, I'm sort of just crossing them off the list. I have 2 technical things coming up, and I'm going to write down those appointments. So let's see. Then by this love here, I am going to write March 3rd, which is Sherman's birthday. He is getting a surprise present from me. It is a lamb chop dog toy, which is just like a huge throwback to the 90s and my childhood. And I'm just really excited for him to get it. I will try to film that and put it on my Instagram because he's gonna love it. So I have some work dates there, and then to do is going to be schedule medical, April and May. I had a lot of lab work done last month, and I have from that now a bunch of medical stuff to schedule, so I'm just writing that in my to-do. And then I have a bunch of different things going on at work, so I'm just kind of right up here. Candidate visits we have for faculty searches. That's just something I need to be aware of. And then I also have on the 29th, my schedule builder window closes. So I have to have a bunch of stuff done before then. And then I want to put right here, March 11th is midterm grades, because I am teaching. I am really enjoying teaching. And then I have student meetings. And these are going to be just dates that I've set aside. Currently, March 7th is one, and I'm going to leave the rest blank because I am going to have more meetings. I'm sure that will be scheduled on other dates. And so I'll just leave that blank. But basically this is all of my like kind of at a glance. Not everything is filled in. Sometimes I see people who use the currently page as like a currently page or a goal setting page. I really just change how I use this page just depending on how I need it. I don't think you have to use it for one thing. Sometimes I'll just decorate over it if there's nothing super big going on that month. But in this case, I have a lot of things where dates are changing, or there will be different things happening associated with a deadline that are going to be in weekly plans or may go into my monthly plan. So this is just like, look at this and make sure that I know what's going on so that I can then go through those plans and just continue to be on top of things. Because when it gets this busy, like, I can tell you that it is just going to keep getting busier if I don't have like a macro view, if that makes sense. But that is really the spread. And I want you to see how this matches here to this beautiful divider for March. I hope you enjoyed this, just planning a really busy month with me and my currently spread. I will be doing my March monthly spread. For next week, we are doing a Emerald Isle, Ireland inspired March planner spread. I have a beautiful monthly kit from Prison Cherry and these gorgeous photo stickers of images of Ireland from the beautiful Mesco, and I am going to be combining those together. So it's going to be another one of those planner spreads where I combine two kits. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe, visit me on Instagram at Valkyrie Plans for reels and spreads and other content there. And I will catch you guys next Wednesday. Have a fabulous March and be prepared for daylight savings time to begin. Bye.